I personally never get tired of approaching a work like this, a monumental work that's so full of so many incredible emotions and stories. It's like a gift. When people witness Porgy and Bess, they are seeing the greatest American opera. They are seeing a fusion of every different kind of music that makes our own legacy great, as well as European traditions married together in a story about a humble community. Reggie is this incredible life force, and Porgy, the character, needs a life force. He needs to be someone who has survived by his determination and also by his humility. And Reggie is a perfect example of that. He really embodies this character.
Oh, I got plenty of nothing, and love's plenty for me. I
think Porgy is one of the people that we all know and that we all love. He has a big heart. He's very caring. Even with all the odds that he faces, he's still courageous, he's still hopeful, and he still has this essence of things can and will be better.
When I first directed this piece in 2005, I did it with Alyson Cambridge, who was this young, optimistic, a little bit green opera singer.
I was in the 2005 premiere, and I returned in the 2010 production as Clara. I was a very young artist when I made my debut. And I just remember being so nervous.
And I've seen her make a thriving national and international career. And now she returns as the leading lady as Bess.
Bess is constantly trying to find a place where she's accepted for more than just her outward appearance. She's constantly trying to fit in and mold herself.
What's so fortunate about Alyson and Reggie is that they have a wonderful chemistry. They trust each other, and they trusted each other immediately from the beginning of the rehearsal process.
We literally sang through our duet one time together, and I just turned to him and I was like, this is gonna be fun. And he has such a rich and beautiful voice, and your heart just like melts and breaks for him as Porgy.
The idea was to create Catfish Row as an enclosed space that just has one door in and out of it. To come in, you are safe when you get there, but you are also trapped. The only other location is when they go to a picnic on Kittiwah Island, and we created that as a kind of old amusement park. The costume designer was Paul Tazwell, and most recently won an Oscar for his costumes for the film Wicked.
The costumes are creams, neutrals, yellows. Only a couple people really stick out. One of them being Bess when she comes in. She's in bright orange and sport and life. His costume is much fancier, sort of more elevated. He's been to the city.
One of the great tunesmiths of American music is George Gershwin. He knew how to fuse European classical music with jazz and with blues, with gospel. All of those styles are in this piece. It is music that is just one song after another. It ain't necessarily so. Bess, you is my woman now. I can't sit down. Summertime. When George and Ira Gershwin wrote this piece, I don't think that they could have imagined that Summertime would become this piece that speaks to us through the ages. There are a lot of characters with distinctive music. For the women, you have Bess, who's a soprano, then Serena, who sings My Man's Gone Now, then Clara, who's the younger lyric soprano who sings Summertime, then Mariah, who's the matriarch, performed by the incomparable Denise Graves. That's a lot of main female characters. And then with the men, of course, Porgy, who is a baritone, then his nemesis Crown, who's a bass baritone. The other thing that's important about the piece is the chorus singing. The chorus has magnificent writing, whether it's at the funeral or the hurricane or joyous things like responding to sporting life and It Ain't Necessarily So.
It ain't necessarily so.
And it's not just music that is so beautifully sung, but also dance is a huge part of this piece. There is so many dance numbers in the piece. People are in constant motion. And so this mix of great singing, huge orchestra, big chorus, great dancers, is just, I think, lifts us onto a cloud. All of the people in that community are just like each of us and experiencing the same things and feelings that we all go through. Yet they capture it in a way that to hear the music and the words, you can't forget it.
Porgy and Bess is not a stereotype about Black communities. The story and the power of the story is transcendent.
No matter the adversities that you have in life, no matter the circumstances or obstacles, you can still make the best of your life, and that there's always a reason to be hopeful.